Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Pisces, for your meditative session, I got the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins generally speaks of a new opportunity in finance, kind of like a windfall of money, basically, right? Like either a new career opportunity, money coming in some really weird way, but it's helping you out in a big way. I see it always as a good thing, right, when we get the ace. But the weird thing about this ace right now is I'm noticing the color of the fingers, right? And someone's kind of gripping the coin very, very tightly. So I'm wondering, Pisces, if it's either you or someone you're connected to is holding on to money in an unhealthy way, right? Where it's, when you're holding on to something too tightly, and that's not good. So it's like, are you focusing too much on your finances? Or maybe you've worked really hard to get to where you're about to be and there's just a big opportunity for you. But I always want to say, like, be careful with money, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with stability, right? So if this is a new beginning that's very stable in the fact that, yes, you are monetarily okay, and then at the same time it's a very stable foundation that you're creating, then I think that's a really beautiful thing. But someone here, I feel, might come up that's having an unhealthy attachment to money. That's what I'm getting. Like, there's something here about an unhealthy attachment. I don't necessarily think it's you, Pisces, because it would be really odd if it was you, but could be. But yeah, there's definitely a new beginning, a stable foundation coming for you. Maybe, you might get together with someone who is very financially abundant. Maybe something you've been working on is going to prosper. But whatever the case is, it's definitely from the God, from the, I would say the gods, from God. It is beautiful. It is divine. So congratulations. Let's pull more cards. So Pisces, I feel that just as in the meditative session, there was someone who was too enamored by the coin, right? I think that there's a new beginning here, right? Twice we have this new beginning. And I think that someone intuitively knows that the new beginning has kind of started, right? There's some sort of change that has happened. It's more than like a season has come and gone. There's something that someone is seeing now, right, that they didn't see before, that's causing a shift, right? Because we're already starting at the 1. So that must mean that we have gotten to the 10, right? Like, we had to get to the 10 to get back to the 1 to start again. So the new beginning is here. And I feel like they're trying to tell you not to get confused by this time. Something might be weird with the timeline. Like, you might feel like you're still in the old cycle, but you're not. You're in the new cycle. And I think that's something both of you guys have to understand. I don't know if you're the masculine or the feminine, but we have the king and the queen of earth, right? So we have a true pair out. But what's really interesting to me is the fact that you both are sitting in earth energy. So again, you're both concerned about the pentacle in a sense, and you're also both concerned with the cup, right? Because we have the king of cup out here and the 9 of cups. So it's weird to me that someone here is possessive of the coin when I see at the same time that you both are in cup energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know who's getting confused here. I don't know who it is that's holding onto the coin too tightly. I don't think it's necessarily that money is like all I care about and that's why all I care about is a coin. I think someone might be like chained to a job, right? Someone might be chained, like cannot move, physically cannot go anywhere because their job requires of them every second of the day, right? And that's kind of what it feels like with the coin, because I feel like whether it be the masculine or the feminine who's concerned with the coin, right? Both of you guys are upright, right? The masculine and the feminine is coming up upright. But at the same time, there seems to be a problem with somebody who can't, like, it's like they can't get away from work. That's what it feels like. It's like it's not even the fact that they don't want to leave work or do something, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can't even take a week off because I'm stuck to work. That's kind of what it feels like. And I feel like someone understands that there is a new beginning, and I think it's the both of you again, that the new beginning has already started, but it doesn't seem on this 3D, right, that there has, like, the new beginning is here, right? And I think it's causing people to get confused, right? I think it's the masculines a little bit like, I want to start a new beginning, but I don't know who's the one attached to work. It kind of feels like it's the masculine because they have the Fool in reverse. So I feel like they have a deep knowing, again, that this cycle has started, this new cycle in their life has started, same as the feminine. There's no confusion when it comes to cup. There's no confusion of like where we're at. We're at this new beginning already. But I feel like it's for the masculine here, because they have the Fool in reverse with the Lovers. They can't like just take off right now. That's what it seems like. It's like I can't take off. I can't go where I need to be right now because I can't make the decisions that I have to make. Maybe even like I'm too exhausted from work to go make a decision right now. I'm too exhausted from work to like actually put time into a relationship. I'm too exhausted. Like, you know what I mean? It seems like there's something here to do with someone's job that's literally just like chaining them, right, to the 3D. And this person wants to start a new beginning. The masculine and the feminine both want this new beginning. And it's confusing because the moon is out, right? And the moon, it makes things appear differently than they really are. So I think the new beginning is here. Don't be confused and think like the new beginning is not here. It is here. It's just that there's something going on right now where someone cannot move. It feels like work. To be honest, it feels like they can't go anywhere. Has something to do with the Pentacle. I don't know if they're caught up in like a divorce. I don't know if they're caught up in something that has to do with money though. Maybe they feel too tight. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't have enough. Maybe they're in like that kind of energy. But yeah, I feel like once they're able to get out of work, literally, like, it's all I feel that it is. It's like work or the divorce or whatever it is that's keeping money away from them, then they'll be moving, right? Because we see movement here, right? We see some sort of movement. But it's like this person needs to be like on stable footing before they make this move. And you see how much work they're putting in. Like, look how many Pentacle cards we have here, right? We have the Six of Coin in reverse, right? So again, it could be someone, we could shift this, and it could be someone who is a little bit greedy. It is someone who is worried about their finances. It is someone who not only works a lot, but like has a lack mentality, like, oh, I don't have enough. Oh, maybe like if I was to invest time into this person, they wouldn't have a lot of money and I'd have to provide for them. Can I provide for them, right? Like, there seems to, everything that's on this person's mind though seems to be about the Pentacle. You know, it even seems like with the Eight of Wands, they want to, again, this is reminding me of this Ace of Wands, right? There is this feeling of this new cycle, but it's only once this person can kind of let go of this kind of greed that they're getting into, or the fact that they need to move forward and cannot because they're constricted by money, or they're constricted by, maybe they don't have enough to pay for a flight. Maybe they don't have enough. Maybe they're not in control of their money. Like, I feel like for somebody here, someone might be like controlling someone else's money, which is weird, but I'm getting that too. Or maybe they have a lot invested into something and they can't leave because they have to keep making payments on something. It just kind of feels like there's no way out of something and they have to keep working. But meanwhile, for everybody's different. Some people could be like in their shadow a little bit, and some people could be, some people can be in their shadow with the Judgment card here. But I think it's interesting because the Ego card did come up, and now we're talking about shadows. So yeah, someone could be at a little bit in shadow when it comes to money, right? But that's not intuitively what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling intuitively is that someone is like dealing with some sort of even karma, someone is dealing with, like, it's like this new beginning is here, but someone is still dealing with something from an old cycle, right? So they're not able to leave. Like, again, it feels a little bit of a devilish chained energy, right? It's like there's nowhere that I can go at this point, because it feels like, again, at first it felt like some sort of job that they just couldn't take off on. Then it kind of felt like somebody was in control of their money. Then it felt, for everyone's going to be different, but it definitely feels like, although this person wishes to be in this new beginning, right? And this person intuitively knows where they're meant to be, right? We have the intuition card out. We have the High Priestess out. We have the King of Cups out, and we have the Two of Cups. So it's not the fact that this person doesn't know. It seems like they have unfinished business in an old cycle, right? Or they have unfinished business somewhere else, right? And it's keeping them detained at this point, right? They could be dealing with, again, I was saying, like a divorce for some people. It really depends on like what this person is dealing with, what kind of karma they're dealing with, what cycle. Again, they're in the new cycle, but there's still something from the old cycle that seems to be like holding them back. And it feels like it has a lot to do with money, maybe stability, maybe a house, maybe, they have to move their house and they can't leave until all this is taken care of. It just definitely feels like 3D shit, right? Pentacle could also just be something here in this plane, right? So, whether maybe it's not necessarily money, maybe it's just, a bond that they have on, like they have to take care of something here, right? Whether it's like moving, whether it's people that they're dealing with. There seems like, it kind of feels like, this doesn't really feel like ego to me. It feels like a mess. Right? With the Judgment and the Ten of Wands, it feels like someone has to clean up their mess, right? So they can't really do anything until the mess has been cleared. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not only maybe money-wise, but it's just 3D-wise, right? So they have a lot of shit to take care of from an old cycle. But it's like, don't get confused. We're already in the new cycle, but someone seems to still have shit to clear up from an old cycle, right? And that's kind of what this feels like. It's like they're not able to make a decision and set off because they have unfinished business. Even though I feel like they intuitively know where they're meant to be. They intuitively know we're in a new cycle, and they're being counseled as well. Both people are being counseled, right? And I feel like what they're being counseled on is to not kind of lose hope of this Two of Cups, of this soulmate, of this wish fulfillment, right? Maybe the counselor is trying to guide the feminine at this point. That's like, it's okay to still believe in this, right? With this wish fulfillment card. Maybe the counselor is telling the Queen of Earth that the new cycle has started, and, to seek a soulmate elsewhere. Like, who knows what the feminine is being counseled. But I think personally, like, what the feminine is being counseled on is to look for wish fulfillment, right? Like, whether it be in a new person or an old person, that they can still have this wish fulfillment. And I feel like they know who they want this wish fulfillment with, which is the person that pairs with them, right? The King and the Queen of Coin. But at the same time, someone is detained, right? And it's not because they don't know anymore. I feel like in the past, maybe they were unsure. It's because they have to clean up a mess. That's what I'm getting. They have to clean up a mess. And it has definitely something to do with 3D. So it definitely could be a person. It definitely could be, it could be anything, to be honest, but they can't really free themselves. And I feel like they're just looking right now at the feminine with the Page of Swords. They're just looking, but they can't actually like leap and go, right? The Fool in reverse, they cannot actually go. Again, there's a constriction here. And exactly, you see how this person has wings and they could fly? Like, this person, once they have the ability to do that, they will, but they have to get their feet on like solid ground. They're like, there's something here that's keeping them kind of trapped. Again, they like want to move. They know where their 10 of coin is. They know where the star is, but do you see them in the 5 of swords, right? So for everyone, it's going to be different. Whether it had to do with them being greedy in the past, whether it had to do with them, the type of job that they're into, whether it has to be moving, whether it has to do with someone else that they were dealing with that they have to kind of end it with. There's just something here. It kind of feels a little karmic. It just feels like they still, although we're in this new cycle, they're still dealing with shit from the old cycle. That's what this all feels like. And with the 3D, it feels very like mundane, and it feels like how much work this person is putting, right? And we're ending with the 8 and the 8. So yeah, this person they're doing a lot of work to kind of maybe even get themselves out of the situation, but they can't like do anything until they're, I feel like someone's maybe trying to keep them unstable. Maybe stuff from the old cycle is just keeping them like on their toes. Like they can't really relax at this point. And again, there's things that they would like to be doing that they cannot go do and they cannot pursue right now. And I feel like that's what's putting them in the 5 swords, because again, it is all stemming from something they did in the past, like something they chose in the past. And again, it just feels like they have a mess to clean up and like they cannot come forward. And even though we've already started this new beginning, right? And it's making everybody like, did we even start this new beginning? Because this person's cleaning up whatever was from the old cycle. And then this other person seems to be wondering if they should just go off with a new person. Like they're being counseled right now heavily in the cup, because again, I think they know where their wish fulfillment lies, but at the same time, it's like, what is someone can't wait forever. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, yeah, you have shit to clean up from an old cycle, but at the same time, I think this person could find wish fulfillment somewhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? To be honest, I feel like maybe another soulmate might be coming. So it's at the same time, a tricky energy here, to be honest. And it's like, has the new beginning really started? Yeah, it has. It really has begun for both of these people, but someone has all the shit from the old that they can't, they're like cleaning up a mess, you know what I mean? It sucks for them, but let's pull advice. So Pisces is a beautiful sign, the electric eel spirit, bringing your ideas to life, number 24, making it 6. I feel like this is for the feminine because, again, I feel like the feminine is being counseled with all this blue about a soulmate, right? And it's the fact that I think that this feminine energy has what they want. They have the idea of what they want. Now it's just obtaining it, right? Like bringing the ideas to life, having this new beginning be what they want it to be. And what they want it to be is full of love, right? They want it to be full of wish fulfillment. They want it to be full of, cup energy with someone else, right? This is what this new beginning is about, even with the 6, right? And it feels like, I'm telling you, this queen might have another option soon. I think if this queen really put themselves out there, they could have someone else a lot quicker, like very quick. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think the feminine energy right now is I think the sign for the feminine is to go now, right? Is to to believe that this is a new beginning for them. And I feel like even if they might be waiting for someone here with this, we have a true pair here, right? But it just seems like someone has all this shit to deal with, right? So I think the feminine is being counseled to, I think it's to stay in their emotions no matter what happens, to stay in their feelings, which is easy for Pisces. I feel like just don't take it to another level where you set off, a codependency of what you want, right? Like you really want an outcome. You know what I'm saying? So you can still bring this idea to life with or without this person. I think once you understand that it kind of lies within you and not within this other person. I think you think this person is the piece to the puzzle that's missing. But what I'm getting with electric eel spirit is like, you can bring this idea to life at any time. Like you could have had this now if you wanted to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this idea that you have for what you want your life to be, it can always be with or without this person. Do you know what I'm saying? And even though I think that the masculine is also being counseled at this time to bring their ideas to life, to make this decision that they need to make and to go off. Again, there's some sort of restriction. And it doesn't matter that they know. The sad thing is like they know where they want to be, but there still feels like an inability to move. And maybe they're going right now through some sort of karma with the judgment. And maybe the feminine knows that, so they're kind of holding up. But I do see that the feminine can create this whenever they want to be honest. This idea that they have for their life, it's available right now. Again, we're in this new beginning. So yeah, I guess it's just up to the feminine if they, want to wait for this person. Because I feel like this person does know, but this person seems to be dealing with a lot. And it's really up to the feminine, because the feminine can bring this idea to life, I feel like, very, very quickly with this one. Like now, if they wanted to. But it really depends on what they want and who they want. And with Lilith, the first woman, I'm the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life I desire to live. Exactly. I choose the life that I desire to live. You can choose whatever you want. You don't have to wait if you don't want to wait anymore. You can wait for this person to end the karmic end up, fix the mess that they've been trying to fix, or you can go on with someone else. And I think you're like, well, I haven't really been presented with someone else, and I feel like you will be, to be honest. Because just like, you see what's interesting about this though, is that Lilith, she was with Adam, and then she just was like, fuck this, I'm choosing someone different, right? And then she chose someone different. So that's what I'm trying to get with this reading. I think that it's more in your hands than you think it is. I think you think it's more in this person's hands. It's like, if they show up, then I'm set. But at the same time, I think that for some reason I feel like it's in your hands. Or maybe you don't believe it's in your hands because, again, you're saying like, I don't really have any options. But either an option will be presented to you, or once you let go of this person, or once you start to, it's not let go of this person, but try to just see someone else, right? Like, just open up your eyes and take a look around, and I feel like someone will be available, right? But again, when Lilith was with Adam, she just chose to leave Adam, and then it doesn't really say how she came to be with she marries an archangel, I know, or well, I don't want to say marriage, but she basically chooses an archangel over Adam, right? So there's a lot about choice here, right? And with the counselor and bringing your ideas to life, I think someone is ready to bring these ideas to life, and someone here seems to be trapped in some shit with this judgment, right? And it's like all they can do right now is kind of spy on the feminine, but they don't seem to be there. Again, there's something here to do with the coin, where whatever they're attached to right now, they're dealing with, is not allowing them to move. And I feel like with the first woman, Lilith, she's trying to let you know that you can do whatever you want. Like, you can literally start this new beginning. Again, I feel like someone else, maybe there's someone else there, but you just don't see them that way because you're focused on someone else. So for everyone's gonna be different, right? But with this choice, you choose the life that you desire, and you can bring these ideas to life now. And it's for both of you. I feel like maybe even the masculine thinks that they can't do anything until something's over. Maybe that's false, right? Maybe, like, again, there's something about a choice, and we have the Lovers here, right? So maybe the masculine as well doesn't believe like it's in their hands. Maybe they're leaving it to the feminine, and maybe the feminine is leaving it to the masculine. It seems like there's a lot about bringing, starting, right? Just starting. We have 2 aces here, so it's like, just start. And I don't know who's waiting for who, but maybe that's not the route that needs to be taken. Maybe someone should, I feel like the masculine might, again, I just feel like they want to make that start, the decision, but they're not. But yeah, I would say my advice is to choose the life that you wish to desire. If you want that life now, then go get it now. If you're tired of waiting for this person, then don't wait for them. Because again, I think it's a time to bring your ideas to life. It's like a time, and I think you feel it. Like, you feel like it's time. Like, I'm ready for that new beginning in my life. And again, it has started. So the only thing clouding your judgment is yourself right now, because you're like, oh, I can't start without this person, or this person's like, oh, I can't start without them, and I'm still dealing with this. So it's very complicated, but I feel like, again, it's your choice. You can choose whatever life that you want, and you can bring your ideas to life quicker than you think. Again, maybe that's not but it's definitely with a soulmate. Do you know what I'm saying? It's definitely with a soulmate. It's not going to be like someone, there's probably someone in the corner that you're just ignoring because this person's around, to be honest. And I get that, but yeah, I just feel like there is a choice here. There is definitely a choice, because Lilith chooses an archangel over Adam. So I see that there is a choice. And yeah, maybe the choice is to both of you choose one another. Again, there's a choice. Choosing love over money, I don't know, for everyone's different. But yeah, Pisces, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, I love you guys. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.